Kremlin has admitted that errors have been made during the mobilization of reservists for Russia's military action in Ukraine. This comes after a string of complaints, including allegations of racism against the draft process. On Monday, Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov admitted that there was cases where mobilization decree had been violated. He said that regional governors were working to correct the errors. Russia has seen anti-mobilization protests ever since the military draft was announced on September 21st by President Vladimir Putin. It is Russia's first mobilization since World War II. Moscow said it seeks to add 300,000 men to its forces fighting in Ukraine. Russians have been fleeing the country via land borders with Finland, Georgia, Mongolia and Kazakhstan. Flights were sold out after the draft announcement. Tearful goodbyes have been seen across the country after men started receiving their summons. But anger is rising against errors in conscription. Russia's military mobilization was supposed to draft only those with special military skills or combat experience. Conscription was only supposed to be for men up to the age of 35, and that too only those without young children. However, multiple reports have documented how people with no military service or older men with children have been issued draft papers. The Kremlin and senior lawmakers have admitted to issues with the summons. The chairperson of Russian Parliament's upper house, Valentina Matvienko, acknowledged that excesses have stoked public anger. She blamed the conscription mishaps on regional governors and even said that protests against the draft were justified. The Speaker of Russian Parliament's lower house, Vyacheslav Volodin, also acknowledged the issues. He said that complaints were being received and it was necessary to correct them. Both lawmakers are considered to be Putin loyalists. Russian media has also expressed dissent at the implementation of the draft. The editor of the state-run RT news channel expressed her anger on Saturday. She spoke of summons going to 40-year-olds despite them being above the age limit. The botched mobilization is reportedly the reason behind Russia replacing General Dmitry Bulgakov, who was the deputy minister in charge of logistics. Another reason for the anti-mobilization protests is received or perceived racism. Russia is a multi-ethnic country with numerous minorities. Locals from regions that house ethnic minorities, they say they are being called up in disproportionate numbers. Now, at least 100 people were detained for protesting in the capital, Dagestan. Dagestan is a Muslim-majority region located on the shores of the Caspian Sea in North Caucasus. Now, another region where minorities say they are being disproportionately mobilized is Crimea, the region that Russia annexed back in 2014, this region. Now, Crimea is home to Crimean Tatars. The largely Muslim Crimean Tatars make up about 13% of Crimea's population. A third region where minorities are furious at the draft is Buryatia. Buryatia region, here, is on the southern shore of Lake Baikal. Ethnic Buryats are mostly Buddhists and closely related to Mongolians.
People are asking what to do, how to avoid mobilization, what basis there is to do that, how to leave for Mongolia. They're telling us their stories of how they call up pensioners, how they call up students, how they call up people with disabilities, fathers of many children and the dead. It's an endless story.
Putin is seeing reverses on the field after Ukraine's counteroffensive. His attempts to bolster troop numbers is facing a backlash from Russians. Russia's minorities is hitting out at what they see as racist recruitment. The world has been urging Putin to end the invasion. Now that Russian citizens are resisting too, Putin's next moves may be limited. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.